It's time for Hot Topics on the Rocks with Alexander. Better pour yourself another.
This is hot. That's hot. That's hot. This is really hot. That's hot.
Influencer couples have become a thing. But on the flip side, there are also couples who don't post pictures of the other or tag them because it doesn't fit their brand, whether their social media is all like one color or all selfies or with products, or their audience would diminish if they found out their influencer was in a relationship. Hot topic. Shouldn't we expect to be included in somebody's social media if we're in a relationship with them? Or do we respect somebody's social media, quote unquote, business and be okay with being absent from it?
This is a very relevant conversation because
this comes from a few of my friends.
Because I've gotten not cranky with Quentin, but of late I have said to him, you don't like any of my posts. You never comment on my, and he goes, well, you don't come up in my feed. And I was like, well, I would if you looked at my thing because the algorithm thing does that. So that's an interesting thing.
Did you really talk about algorithm and your relationship?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You are a dating guy. Love it.
It's a,
so your opinion is?
No, I think well, listen, it depends on what stage you're at in your relationship. I think if you're both in a relationship that you both acknowledge together happily, that you are a couple and it's not a secret and you're open about it, then I have an issue with scheduling and programming your life on social media. We don't program our lives on social media, but
to some people, it's literally their business.
Well, that makes me sad. But I'm, again, as we said earlier, sure, until they get old and ugly, and then it's not.
But for now, it's their income. And you do know what influencers I'm talking about where
all of them
are
know.
like pose and pump strings and they all have the same saturation.
But it's just too manufactured. That's my point.
I think there's a way of integrating. So if you are serious with someone and you're one of these fashion influencers, there's probably a way of integrating your partner into these fashion photographies or this food. If your Instagram is just full of food, I understand why you wouldn't have people in it. But if you have people in it and it's yourself, there's probably a way of integrating your significant other. Challenge is, if you do it too much and the relationship does not work, you then have to delete
look like
content.
a fool.
See, I think that's the real root of the problem.
But then I think, what are you focusing on? You and your brand or your relationship? Like, I feel like whatever Quentin and I do together, and it's certainly from where I come from, I'm not speaking for him, it's organic. If I post something of us, it's organic because I like the photo of us or I like the memory of us. I'm not going, oh, I better post this picture of him and I at this time to get this. And I get what you're saying. This is their business. I don't understand that world. It frustrates me and drives me mental. And I know that makes me look and sound old.
We're also from a different generation.
Yeah,
but Instagram accounts? Like one private?
No, and I get in trouble at ABC. We posted a photo together last year. This will again get me in trouble.
Breaking news: Quentin and Carl are dating.
Let's make Quentin.
That was the big reveal we were going to keep to later. But
no, but we posted a photo of us together in Tulum, and I'm not exaggerating. We were not wearing shirts. It was in the morning. But you couldn't.
Can we see that photo?
Yeah, I will find the. You find the photo because hang on a second. We were shirtless, but all you saw was our shoulders and my arm around him.
I know exactly what picture you're talking about.
And I said,
because he had sunglasses on.
And I said no, and this was another. I said something like, "Good morning, Mexico. It's a great breakfast." That's the picture. Oh, can you hold that up to your camera?
If you can zoom in.
Wait, can you click on? Okay, that photo. It's a little out of focus, but right.
And
that photo got me in such trouble
with ABC.
I'm not going to say with who, but it got me in such trouble.
It was too sexual.
They said it was highly inappropriate. And
I have a real problem with that.
Well, anyway,
especially for somebody who helped telecast the very first Pride that was on national TV. We know you're gay.
Well, my question.
We saw you next to guys in their speedos.
My question was, what's the problem? Is it because it's two men? Is it because he's black? If it was a photo of my father. And the caption read something like "Great breakfast in Tulum." Would you have said the same thing? And I've
seen you shirtless in other.
Well, I'm not in my. I mean, look, you don't even see nipple.
Hey, look, if you got it, flaunt it, and you got it.
Well, I was just like a JCPenney picture.
But I was just like
sale on trunks.
It was we were in a great mood. It was a good morning, and I was like.
You're entitled to your private life, and I think that's something that they're going to have to live with.
So wait, Adam, then my question is, Adam, should I then have two accounts? Because then should that be on my private account? And if the ABC, I shouldn't post that.
Well, I think, okay, you're not a social media influencer in the sense of you don't earn, I don't think, a lot of money through posting and
no money.
and what have you. So I think that you're using it for a personal purpose. You need to be true to it. You obviously need to be respectful, right? You do have a career and your stuff is out there. That's fine. You're not being naked on Instagram, but showing a loving relationship of two amazing guys that look good, that care about fitness, that want to tan a little bit. That's all positive stuff. And if you don't like it, either get on board or get out of the way. That's what I have.
It doesn't even ring like, oh, boyfriends to me. It's like best friends.
He could have been my best friend. Not that, I mean, he is kind of my best friend.
Well, I would hope so.
Can I go to the toilet now? Can I just leave while you talk?
But actually, you
I'm
going
to go. You all talk.
So, Quentin, I want your take on this. And I have to say, before you guys came on the show, I did look at both your Instagram because Carl's like, oh, I'm dating Quentin. And I was like, are you? And then I went to look and I'm like, I had to look. And there's a couple of pictures, but I love that it was not this planned pose, that it was very natural in your course of everyday life. You also have students. You also are with the LA Rams. And I know that there's branding and there's all of that. Yeah. Also, you have a very certain style and look to your posed photographs, which is beautiful and artistic. So I want your take on this.
It's hard. I don't know. I feel like I'm weird. I have this weird opinion where I'm like, I agree with influencers and I don't. Like, I think it's so boring to see the same chapstick.
Yeah.
Make sure you check my
or
code.
The
you know
same
what I mean? It gets so boring.
Shirtless.
Like,
yeah.
I think that's why also Instagram is going to kind of die in the next few years. And I've been saying this for a while because nobody wants to see that. Like, nobody wants to see.
It is getting old.
It's not authentic.
It's become manufactured from.
But you know what? It's because, to your point, when it paints the perfect picture, but no one's life is perfect. And it's those imperfections that make life so much fun to live.
Literally.
It's like not all these, it can't be conventional, and we've got to make sure that it feels more individualistic. And this is not only with Instagram, but dating apps as well. And not to bring it back to S'more, but one of the really important things about S'more is we want your profile to be very uniquely yours. It should look and feel and sound like you. It should not look and feel and sound like somebody else. So if I go to your profile, I want to hear your voice. I want to listen to your favorite music. I want to interact with all your favorite things and an experience that feels like you. If I'm doing that, then I get to know you. If I'm on Tinder, no shade to Tinder, but you don't even need to do anything to create a profile. The only difference is a headshot, and we see how far that's gotten us. We want to create these individualistic experiences that let you shine, let all parts of you shine, and I don't think social media has really gotten us there. It's overly structured, it's overly airbrushed, it's overly manufactured. We need more.
And as much as I downplay it, like if I look boo boo in one of my pictures, I will FaceTime it, I'll Facetune it. If yeah. But I mean, I've done that. I've done posed pictures that are ridiculous. It's like, oh, you caught me in bed. No, bitch, it took me 6 hours to pose for this. So I fall victim to that because you do want to also put your best foot forward. And if you do, like I'm not an influencer at all, but I have a certain brand too. So you'll never see me in a t-shirt and jeans, or very rarely so I understand that part of it too, that it's still not our authentic self. I don't think anybody has like an Instagram that's, except my mom, who posts pictures of like a water bottle because she doesn't know she's pressing the button and sending it there. That's her Instagram.
But you know what's interesting on dating apps? The pictures that get the most swipes are the ones that don't have all the filters on them. People on dating apps want to see, I mean, it may not actually be a real photo, but people want to see real photos of real people. Also, it's really interesting. The ads that tend to work best for getting people to install a dating app tend to be just people shooting with their own camera, talking about their own experiences, not these overly manufactured, overly edited ads. So it really, what works best, we know, are real people talking about real things. Then why can't we just be real? Why do we have to pretend to be someone that we're not?
Good point.
Adam,
preach.
Why don't we work on a campaign? Let's get some other influencers involved, and maybe for a week we vow not to post an edited pic. We just post actual pics.
I don't edit at my pics that much. Do you?
Well, you have perfect skin.
I mean, let's be honest. You do look, and I mean, you're
Perrier.
I mean, your skin and everything looks like it does in the pictures. You look great in person. I mean, you see me in the morning, it's like, what happened?
He will tell you different. So he's seen me in the morning.